Ladies and gentlemen, adjust your headphones.
Welcome, one and all. Come in, shut the front door. You are tuned in to the You Should Know podcast, the news from the antagonist shoes. We're actually going to look at some of the weird and wonderful news in the world today, while also looking at some of the more current and mainstream stories with a twist. We're going to look at it from the point of view of some of the most unsavory characters. I am your host, Jr Amobire, and I'll pass you over to my co-host.
Yeah, that was good. Trevor McDonald will be proud of that, man. That was real good. That was smooth. I'm Michael Akadiri. What's going on, people?
Lovely, lovely. I'm sure they're saying hi from wherever they're listening from. First segment, we're looking at the undercover gems, where we're going to look at some of the weird and wonderful stories in the news today. Mike, I'm going to hit you with one, if that's okay.
Hit me. Let's go.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a bit of the title. You can kind of try and figure out what you think it is. So here we go. Mum, yeah, whose sons got expelled.
Okay, so the son must have done something crazy. Okay, go on.
Sons, there's multiple.
Sons, okay.
Yeah, sons, yeah.
So mum whose sons, boy, the sons, they must have just gone to school, beat everyone up. They must have done a Kane and Undertaker thing, just tapping in. Everyone just got choke slammed on the playground.
I'll give you a hint. It's because of the mum.
The mum did something mad. Wow.
Yeah.
So could the mum? For them to take out both kids, the mum must have done something mad. What type of school was it?
It was a Catholic school.
Catholic school, alright, cool. She must have sent a nude to the priest or something like that. She must have said, she said, christen my boys or something like that. Christen or give a Holy Communion my boys, because you have to attend church regularly to get Holy Communion.
Yeah, you do.
And communion. Yeah. So he must have said, I've not seen you in the church. I've not seen you at all. She said, I take these bad boys. Just take
Especially the priests, they need something.
They need something. They need something. Them men are starving. Yeah. That's real dedication to the Lord, because them men are starving when it comes to that department. So they are out here. Damn, now I respect it. It's a sacrifice I can never make, so I respect it every time. But boy, he must have thought, let me tempt these man. Let them play a fire in it. And then
on the priest. I mean, once you make it to heaven, you got to go. What? I mean, them lot get 72 versions. Come on, man. What the? go give me a little something.
Them man must be ready to go. That's it, ready to go, ready to risk it all. It's a go on. No, I'm just saying, boy, it could never be me. That's why I respect them, because that sacrifice is a sacrifice I can't make. So I respect it highly. But boy, them man, if you show them little skin there, the temptation will be ringing in their head, innit?
Oh Lord, well, I'll tell you what, you're not exactly far off.
Well, she said
no, she didn't do that, but there are slightly news involved. I'll give you the story.
Alright, cool.
A California mum, this is the title.
It's always American things that did.
There's no rules since Trump. There's no rules. The California mum saw sons expelled due to her OnlyFans account, praying for woman who outed her. So there's a California mum. She don't die.
My goodness.
She had her 3 sons expelled from Catholic school, and she's basically praying for the woman who outed her, because there's a woman, who stumbled across the account, and basically reported her to the school, the Sacred Heart Parish School in Sacramento. She now reported, and then they've obviously seen it at the school. And then they've said, right, we're going to have to take some kind of action. We kick the kids out.
No, that's bad, man. That's bad.
I know.
That's bad,
listen, but you got to think, hang on, how did she stumble across her OnlyFans? I was thinking maybe the husband was flicking through it. Like, he saw unexpected expense from the credit cards. It was this. Let me have a look. So Miss Jackson showing the Holy Ghost on the
Holy Ghost. Nah, you're bad for that. Holy Ghost.
then reported her. Like, that's bad. That's proper
jealousy.
bad.
Yeah, that's mad jealousy.
Yeah.
And the fact is, like, that's not showing compassion and forgiveness. You don't know what that
forgiveness for what?
Through.
Yeah, forgiveness for what? What's she done wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah,
she's just putting she's trying to feed her family, innit? She's trying to feed her family. 3 kids. I don't know if her husband's in the picture, but she's trying to feed 3 kids. And if showing some skin is paying for school or, you know, getting them kids through stuff, then so be it, you know. Don't be out here jealous because you ain't got no cakes. So I'm sure the person who reported it, she ain't got no cakes. She's out here jealous because her husband is out here paying bills to someone else. You know, I'll be jealous too.
To be honest, it's the woman. The woman's actually a subscriber. She said.
Oh my god, America does not yet say.
Miss Jackson said, yeah. But she's paying. She's a subscriber.
But I hope she stays subscribing because she's going to need that money because she's a relocator kids to another school.
Yeah, she's going to have to find a new school in the vicinity because I don't know. But that's just cruel. I mean, look, the woman's doing her own thing. Yeah. Why you got to blame the kids? Not blame the kids, but why did
the kids are suffering from for the work. That's what you call discrimination. Like, I don't know.
They're probably in the playground already, and then everyone's like looking at pics of their mum, and then on top of that, now they're getting suspended.
Oh yeah, parents' evening must be lit, fam.
I'm telling you.
Men queuing up for autographs from her and stuff. But what a problem. Now my one's not that. The undercover gem I got this week isn't that sexy, I gotta admit. It's not that sexy, but I'll give you the title. I'll see where you go with it. So it's escaped convict lands himself back in prison after coming out of hiding 2. And I'm gonna put a bit of flavour to this, man. I'm gonna flip what we normally do. So obviously, Junior, you're not a criminal, but obviously you are guilty at times in the past of being Mr. Steal Your Girl, innit? So imagine you.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. I know you got to keep face for the pod. I respect it. But let's say they put you on house arrest, innit? They say, look, Junior, you're committing too many. You've robbed too many people. You're on house arrest, innit? So you can give a chance to other people to eat, innit? What would be the one thing? And if they said to you, Junior, if you leave your house, you'll go in prison for 3 years. No questions asked. What's the one thing you'll leave your house for and why?
What? So they told me now, look, if you leave your house, you're getting bin. Yeah.
You're getting bin, automatic, no questions asked, straight to bin. Like Monopoly, straight there. So what would you leave your house for? What's the one thing you'd risk your freedom for?
Boy, that's gonna have to be like a night out or some wings. Or some Nando's wings. I might risk my food.
You risk it all for some peri-peri, yeah?
I'm telling you, if they don't deliver.
So you don't trust the deliveries and you're going there in person.
If it doesn't come, high-speed chase with a skank.
Yeah, like 5 stars, GTA swap to you because you want wings. You're mad youth.
No, I imagine this guy, maybe, I don't know, strip club, bit of coochie. He's got that cool, that, what's that called? That, my parents are at the house or whatever.
Free yard. Free yard. Agro Santos thing.
Yeah, dude must have got that.
It wasn't even that. He, you know what?
Wait, first of all, I thought it was El Chapo to begin with. I'll be honest with you.
No. This guy's from Birmingham. He ain't from no Mexico. This guy is from Brom.
Brommy? All right, cool.
Nah, his name's some Donny called Clint Butler. He got caught heading out to buy the latest version of Call of Duty.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Call of Duty. Like, that's the thing. In an era where there's DHL and Yodel, they both exist. They can deliver your shit. I don't know why he's risking his freedom just so these Indonesian teenagers can pepper his head on PlayStation Live. Because that's what that's going to happen. Them teenagers will be peppering your head.
You can't keep up. You're staying up at 4 a.m. You got work the next day. You're trying to beat these kids. And call you X, Y, and Z.
No, don't mess around with these kids because these kids are extra. That's all they've got.
Wait. So what year was this? 1992 or something? Why can't he do online delivery?
January 2021. That's why I don't understand why my man couldn't rely on the online delivery. He wanted to go in person. So January this year, national lockdown. He's in Birmingham City Centre, roaming the street, looking for game, and obviously he sees the police, so he starts acting suspicious. They see him, and then they pull him up. They're like, "Yeah, what you did?"
Wait, why did they stop? What was he moving mad?
No, they were moving mad. They was with another guy. You know, you see them. You turn left, you turn right. You don't know where they're like.
You're moving like the GTA when you're pressing.
That's it. Like when you're lagging, he was moving like he's lagging. He's lagging. So then they're like, "All right, cool. Like this guy, you're suspicious. What's your name in it?" And then. The thing that killed me, they've got the body cam footage. What he did, he kicks the police officer in the nuts, and then
he must have thought he was playing Call of Duty.
He wasn't playing the game. That's when the game is marinated in his brain. It's too much. He doesn't realize it's not real life. So he kicked the officer in the nuts, and it's like he tried to do. I thought he was going to do a stunner, innit? But he kicked them in the nuts, and then he slipped. So they just jumped on him, innit? Yeah.
He slipped.
He slipped there. Yeah. Then after handcuffs straight away, he's
what happened to the game?
The game. What game? Did he even achieve the game, fam? He's probably in prison playing it now, fam. Bum. What a bum, bro.
Maybe that was David. Listen, I need to play the game some way by hook or crook. Even if I get arrested, at least I can still play it. Because I think they still let you enjoy games and that.
Yeah.
But he's a repeat offender?
Yeah, so he was. I think he must have done a mad crime. Like he was in prison. I think last year, escaped, did it? So he was wanted.
Yes, he escaped prison.
He escaped prison. Yeah, this guy. He's the Birmingham El Chapo.
It sounds like the storyline of fucking. It sounds like Top Boy when what's his face.
Oh yeah. When they break him out,
They break
the
him
policeman,
out.
innit? Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
No, this one he was on.
I've never heard of anyone break out of jail and then.
I think it was open prison though, innit? So do you know open prison? It's not top security like Belmarsh. This one is just you just walk out like it's Asda, fam.
That way you're calm. Even on the weekend.
He's a fool, but he's a fool anyway. I'm glad, Clint Butler, if you listen to this, you're a bloody idiot, and I hope you enjoy your time and you can ponder what you did, innit? You can sit there and ponder.
He's certainly most not listening to this because he's probably in bin right now. So I hope you've got internet on your game and you're playing them kids. And
the Indonesian teenagers don't them pepper in your head, fam. You're respawning. You're just respawn.
Is he black? Because you know how they try and send for you on them chats.
No. This guy, he's
calling you all sorts of words, but you can't.
He's caucus. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. His name Charles, whatever.
No, Clint.
Same thing. Listen. Good luck.
Good luck. No Jonathan, fam. But yeah, now let's move on to the main segment of the pod, the You Should Know Better segment. Obviously, this is where we, in turn, one of us will summarize a news story from the past week and will ask the other that has to consider that same news story from the protagonist's shoes, or antagonist shoes, I should say, and ask themselves, should they have known better? So I'll go first, and there's nowhere else to start really, but the Oprah interview with Harry and Meghan. Obviously, it's dominating the headlines. It's over your timelines, and now it's on your favorite podcast too. Did you watch it live? When I say live, when the Americans watched it, or
I did. Yeah. No, I was watching it at. It came on at 1 a.m. UK time.
Dedication.
So I was watching it till 3 in the morning. It was quite. Do you know what's annoying? Yeah. A side note: the bloody US adverts are a bit weird, but anyway. It's like drugs and stuff.
you know the NHS there, innit? So you have to fend for yourself.
Yeah, and they're like, this drug might cause death. I'm like, well, I ain't taking that. What's the point?
They don't want no lawsuit on their head. That's the thing with America. No lawsuit, please.
How can a side effect be death? What's the point? I'd rather have the cough. But yeah, no, I watched it and it was quite shocking. Do you know what? Because I was following like the Twitter kind of feed.
Yeah,
most going on. When the American one was on, when it was on ITV on Monday. And it was just the bit that I found really shocking was when he was talking about his relationship with the Queen. He was like, "Yeah, we get on great, blah blah blah."
Yeah,
and then it was like, and then she went, "Yo, what about your dad?" And he paused. He was like, "Yo, like." I don't even know about that guy. Too tough, kind of thing. I was like, yo,
it's peak. And my man said, send me letters, fam. He said, new numbers. Who's this? Yeah, Charles ain't playing about. Charles is not playing about. But I'm sure our listeners have obviously seen it in the interview. There's no way you can avoid it. But obviously, the 2-hour interview Oprah did with Harry and Meghan. And one thing that stood out to me was obviously when Meghan revealed that there was one one member of the family who said they had concerns about Archie's skin color. So I'm going to ask you, and obviously, to be honest, I don't know why they're concerned. Meghan's very light-skinned, the mixed race, she's very light-skinned. Harry is white. I don't know what complexion they thought Archie would be. There we go. Like, I saw tweets saying that they thought he'll come out looking like Bernie Mac, which is hilarious. But that's what they probably are thinking, isn't it? But yeah, so let's play a game of Guess Who. Who do you think would have made that comment about Archie?
Well, look, I don't know, but do you know what I reckon? Actually, yeah, do you know what? No, yeah, I've got a hint. I reckon like a few of them, obviously, you know, around the I don't know, the dinner table and that, and they were probably like, look, he's got this girl now. She's mixed race, but like, have you seen the mom? Like, geez, the mom is black. Like, I'm not. I don't know what's gonna happen when they have a youth, because it might the black might skip in and stuff. So they were probably like, all right, look, we need to work out what the skin tone might be. So I reckon it was probably like Charles, Camilla, and William. They were probably trying to figure out how do we kind of find out what the skin tone is going to be.
I think Charles is a good shout, and I don't know if you saw, he was in flipping Brent Cross this morning trying to re-acclimatize himself with the black people. But go on.
What was he trying to buy plantain chips?
Didn't I own you or something like that?
Trying to go get yam in the market. Yeah, so I reckon like Charles was probably like, oh, so Harry, so yeah, you're probably gonna have a kid with Meghan soon. He's like, yeah. Like, okay, so you know, any idea what the skin color might be? Are we talking like you know, just Elba or Ross Barkley? So I just want to know, you know, so I can plan accordingly.
Are we talking Idris, you know?
just trying to. He's probably like, what are you on about? And I imagine like Camilla was like, no, we need to find out. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe they're like, I don't know, outside or something, and they're like, oh, let's take a photo. And probably, you know, Harry. So if we were taking a photo of your new baby, would we need the flash or not? What do you?
How much lighting?
Yeah.
Would we need?
What are you thinking?
Hire someone to carry a light for us? Like, what do we need? You know, do we need a royal light holder? A royal light bearer?
Yeah, give me an inkling, because I just think they were probably fishing. They probably just wanted to know what they were what they were dealing with. But it's ridiculous. Like, why are you concerned? She's extremely light. Like I said, the child probably come out like Ross Barkley. You won't even know. Like,
he did.
Can't tell.
He did. Yeah, you can't even tell.
Blonde hair and that stuff.
Yeah, you would think. You would generally think he was 100% white. You wouldn't realize.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Obviously, when they grow up, his skin tone may start to develop. But she's extremely light, as you said. So I don't even see how it's a problem. Like, I understand, like, if he was marrying like the mum or something, then they'll be like, yo.
Well, them dreadlocks would have scared them.
They'd be more, and even still, that's not correct, man. Like, that's,
of course.
They shouldn't be worried. They shouldn't be concerned about that. But yeah, I think those two are top of my list. It could have been Andrew, because he's always interested in.
We were kids. Well, that man, he
could have been him, you know. But
Andrew is a mad dude, because it's funny, because we usually say on the timeline, "Fuck them kids," and he's probably like, "Where they at?"
Oh my lord!
You know, he's a mad dude. I'll never forgive that Andrew. Ever.
Because what's annoying is that these allegations of bullying for Meghan, I'm not defending her because I don't know the story about bullying, but what I do know is 3 days after it all kind of came out, or 3 days before the interview, I should say, these cases or these claims, these allegations were like 3 years ago, and then they've opened.
The bullying claims are nonsense.
Yeah, and it's like it happened 3 years ago. Surely you would, you know, open an investigation around that time to find out whether or not she did, you know, she was acting out of line. But the Andrew one, there's been no investigation. I don't even want to sidetrack onto him because
he's not the point. Yeah, we'll cook him another time. He's
not the point here, but yeah, I just feel like it's one of those three. It's Andrew, Camilla, Charles. Definitely Charles, because he ain't even talking to my man no more.
No, Charles is definitely Charles, man. So I can put big money on Charles. I can put big money on Charles, but time will tell. We'll never know, because Harry promised, he swore that he will never reveal it. So it's disappointing because we want the gossip, but we won't get it. We will not get it. But what story perked your your sort of eye? What story perked your eye this week?
Well, it was a story that's probably gone under the radar because it's been not a year yet, but it's coming close to the date. It's the story of George Floyd, the unfortunate black man who got murdered in Minnesota, I think it was. Around this time last year, Derek Chauvin stood on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
That's it.
And the reason why I bring this up is because his trial is set to begin soon. And effectively, he's on trial for manslaughter and murder charges. And right now, as of Wednesday, they're going to now decide who's going to actually be the jurors. And they've got this whole list of who can and who cannot be a juror because they're trying to select an impartial
they should.
Which is very difficult when you've got such a world-renowned story, such as the murder of George Floyd. So some of the things in the questionnaire are like, were you involved in the BLM protests? How do you feel about Blue Lives Matter? They want to know about social media habits. Yeah, because they're obviously trying to flush out
they don't want polar opposites. They want neutrals.
Yeah, of course. So for me, for me to you, basically, they are now going to have to kind of defend his case. The prosecutions, which the government are going to try and say, look, this guy did it. They've even tried to bring a third case. But for you, this is a chance where you're like, okay, put yourself in the shoes of not Derek Chauvin, but, his lawyer. You've got to try and come up with a defense for this guy.
That's it. Someone's
why he probably even can't even stand trial or why he shouldn't even be sentenced. So, what's your take on that?
That's the thing. He didn't. The difficult thing is he didn't leave his lawyer with any chances. That's look at it.
It's on camera.
It's on camera. All 8 minutes, 46 seconds is on camera in 4K HD. You can see him kneeling for the whole time. And I'm sure my man doesn't spend that long kneeling when he prays to the devil, because the work of Derek Chauvin is the devil's work. It's only the devil's work.
Say it again.
So the problem is, normally in these cases, isn't it, when someone gets murdered, the only footage you've got is the police camera footage, the body cam footage. Yeah. But the problem that we have this time, especially for the lawyer, considering the lawyer, is that we can't edit people's phones. We can't edit the body cam footage. We can edit it because it's in the system. When it's the public that's recording it, we can't edit. So we can't edit out the 20 times George Floyd said he couldn't breathe. We can't do that. So that's all working against Derek Chauvin right now. We tried with the autopsy. They really tried with the autopsy. The first autopsy report comes out and it's all, he had drugs in his system. Maybe he had COVID because the pandemic was starting up then. As if the kneeling was ineffective. Only because they were able to get a second autopsy that showed that we were lying, that he actually died from asphyxiation from having a knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. But you know what? All the lawyer can rely on. It should be a slam dunk case. You got the flipping footage.
You say that.
The only thing that the defense can rely on is good fashion racism from the jurors. That's all they've got. It usually works for them in America. It usually, well, not just in America, worldwide, but it usually works for them, and that's all they've got. Hopefully they get jurors who are racist, that believe the racist rhetoric that George Floyd was, a criminal and all that other stuff that the right-wing media push out. Because that's all they got. Otherwise, his lawyer has got a very difficult job. All the lawyer can do is say, I know it looks bad, but he didn't do it. 4K, you can't defeat 4K.
It's live and direct. It's interesting you mentioned the jurors, because if I told you about that questionnaire that they had beforehand, didn't it? If I was a juror, like a just social justice juror, they were asking me, and they were like, so this George Floyd, I'm like, George who? George Foreman.
George Foreman.
Isn't he the guy that sells the grills? Yeah, I'm not a fan of his.
This guy does food. He was what, Rumble in the Jungle or Rumble in Zaire. Wasn't he fighting Muhammad Ali?
Well, I don't know. I'm blind. I don't even know skin color. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I would just make up any excuse just to get myself on on the jury panel or whatever they call it. So then when it comes to now sentencing, I will like,
they'll never hear unanimous because you're gonna foil that plan. If
I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna ruin it for them. I say I'm legally blind, and then when I get there, I'll say, "Oh, I can see it's a miracle."
you just throw Hollywood to your eyes and be like,
"I can see you. It's going down," because they're really gonna struggle to find an impartial jury. But I do hope, I do hope it's mixed. I do hope they get a mixed jury because if you're just seeing 10 right-wing evangelist police officers, wives on that jury, where he's going to get, and the reason they're trying to bring a third case, a lesser case, third degree murder, just to make it a bit easier to convict him.
That's the scary part.
But they shouldn't have to do that. They shouldn't have to do that.
Exactly, it's a scary part that with all the footage of the actual murder, there is still a fear that they won't get a conviction, and that's the scary thing about trying to get justice anywhere, but particularly in America. You've got everything you need, but still there's a fear this man could get off with some manslaughter. So we hope, we pray that these people do the right thing and send this man to bin. I still don't know how a police officer has $1 million for bail. I don't know. Maybe they get money for locking up black people. I don't know. They definitely do. $1 million bail. My man had that ready, or unless you got racist people supporting him.
They funded him. He got funding from a lot of right wing.
Anyway, that says everything. I'm not saying obviously law and order has to follow, and you do have right to representation, but for people that don't know you to pay your bail. That is this world. That
Blue lives matter until you're storming the Capitol. They hit with the head of the flag. blue what?
Blue. These men are criminal. But before we sign off this week, obviously we got our throwback segment, which is where we look back at something that happened in yesteryear. Judah, what you got for us, man? What perked your interest?
I got a good one, actually. So this time around in March in 1876.
Wow.
How
far?
Yeah, how am I going to make this relate? I'll tell you how I'm going to do this. Alexander Graham Bell painting the telephone. Dude had all of his plans. He went to the painting office and said, I've got this invention. It's going to allow you to communicate with people across the world. It's going to be a phone. One day, you never know, it may have an app that shows you how to fucking check your BMI or something like that. Who knows? But the first part is the phone. So it's a device that we will use increasingly in our daily lives. And like, it reminds me of a time when we were back in school. This is just a phone related story. I think this story is about you. I can't remember.
Hit me. Let's see.
But it's when we was in school and we went to another school in Bexley Heath. And there were some older guys, and this was like when phones were just getting a bit more sophisticated. You could get Bluetooth on your phone, and everyone had their Bluetooth on, and then these older guys would check to see whose Bluetooth was on.
Oh my goodness!
And they would check the name, and if they found your name, they say, "Who's this?" You have to go and own up and say.
They were big bullies. They were big bullies.
Yeah, and if they find out you, say, "Let me borrow your phone for the weekend." You're like, "No, man, allow it." Like, allow it. My mom. They're like, "Fam, I'll bring it back to you next week." Like, like, "No, man, allow it," and they'll take your phone. You won't see it again. Fam.
I remember one guy did that to me, and he said the weekend thing, and I was thinking, well, that's very reasonable for him, isn't it? He's actually going to return it. It's quite reasonable to me. I don't know what you think, but
return what you see if tomorrow is who you.
Bluetooth was scary them days. Turn your Bluetooth off. You don't want to get clocked on. That's a bar. You don't want to get clocked on.
The phone.
I like that throwback. But I was not that interested. It's about China. In 2018, the China's National People's Congress approved removal of term limits for a leader. So Xi Jinping, he can be president for life. And that just got me thinking, like, imagine if we had Boris Johnson, the current leader, for life. He could pick. Imagine we're in a situation where he could pick when his term ends. That is very scary. This man's only been in charge for 15 months, and is the worst 15 months I can remember in Britain. The worst I can remember. So imagine this man in charge until he wants to go. I don't know. I hope he doesn't even see 2024, but time will tell on that. And that's all I can say.
That's a crazy one, because the thing is with China's, they've always had like one party system. Well, since like 1940, whatever.
Yeah.
After the World War, Second World War and stuff. And then they had this guy called Mao in charge.
Mao Zedong fought. Shout out Mao though. Shout out Mao. Not that I know what he did.
And I don't know. This guy controlled like 1 billion people. Like, I remember there was something that happened in China. They got everyone to melt their pots down. So everyone took their pots to like the local pit or whatever, and they melted their pots. I was like, how do you control that many? We can't even get people to wear masks nowadays. Let alone this guy's got 1 billion people melting pots and stuff.
I swear, I read in history one time. The only thing I remember from doing China during history class is that this man swam and everyone had to come watch. I don't know. Mao, he went to swim in the lake or something like that. I don't know if it was some tradition, and everyone in China had to come watch.
The whole country.
The whole country came to watch him swim.
No, it's impossible. What view are you getting? Like it's Glastonbury.
And everyone stood on that wall of China and watched this man swim, man. It's so tough, man.
Like he's a headliner, fam.
Like a headline.
Wrap it up.
Anyway, that has been us. That's been another episode of You Should Know Better, man. So if you like us, we're on, obviously you like the visuals, subscribe to us on the visuals. Obviously check us out on Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, man. Until next week, take it easy. Remember, you should always know better. Easy, people.
Much love and peace.